Hi, Realtor Jeff Rising here. Wanted to go over real quick our buying a home guide. I'm going to give you a link to download this so you can have a digital copy, or myself or the agent on our team that you're working with will give you a hard copy when we meet the first time. So I'm going to be real brief because there's a lot of pages here, and if you get a copy, you can take your time reading through it. This really just talks about our commitment to you. We're going to give you the best service we can. We're going to handle those hard conversations when we're negotiating the best deal possible for you. We are on your side. We are on the same team. So everything is open and honest, full transparency, and we just expect the same from you so we can work hard on your behalf. So meet the team. I am the team leader of our team. My wife Elizabeth is also on the team and handles a lot of the admin duties. And then Heather and Shelley are our team agents. So we just want to show this as an average home sales per agent for results. A lot of people talk about the time they've been in the business. We've been in the business 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. But really what's important, I believe, is transactional experience. So our team agents sell an average of 30 homes per year per agent. The average agent in the industry in our area sells about 9 or 10 homes a year on average. As you can see, our average homes per year has went up the last 3 years, while the average agent in our market has gone down in the average homes sold per agent in our market per year. So we're doing better than our competition year over year over year. So this is a quick overview of the steps in the book. So the prep work, the search, under contract and closing, preparing for your purchase, decide when you're ready, whether you're ready or not. This might not be the best time for you to buy a house, and that's fine. Most people start searching for a home online about at least 12 months before they actually start looking at homes. That's perfectly normal. We'll be here when you're ready, whether it's now or 6 or 10 or 12 months from now. Talks about your credit health, the timing, deciding whether it's the best time to buy or not. Calculate how much you can spend. People always say it all the time. The bank approved me for way more than I want to spend. That's great. It's very smart to be budget conscious, and figure in what's a comfortable payment for you, not necessarily what the bank will approve you for. Saving for your down payment and closing costs. There's a lot of zero down loans, low down payment loans. The more you put down, the lower your payment's going to be, obviously. But really, one of the most important things is to save for your closing costs. Yes, we can always write the seller to pay some of your closing costs into the transaction, but you'll get your offer accepted easier if you can pay your own closing costs and just get a lower price on that property. Decide what type of mortgage is right for you. There's conventional home loans, FHA, VA, USDA rural development. There's a lot of first time buyer programs. There's a lot of different options. So it's best we'll put you in touch with a lender to get pre-approved for a mortgage, and they can discuss what's right for you in your current situation. Your home search, create a wish list. So what are the absolute must-haves? You must have 3 bedrooms, but it would be nice to have a finished basement. The must-haves versus the wants are always, we need to find what's going to suit your needs right now, and maybe some things you could change down the road, which are perfectly fine. Like, yes, you can finish a basement later if you really, really wanted to. Price range, fill out the checklist of things you're looking for. Needs versus wants, like we just talked about. Lot size, garage, do you want a pool, patio, deck, outbuildings. Documenting your visit. When we start touring homes, here's a sample of a sheet that you can take with you and print off separately to take some notes while we're searching for homes. We have a few copies in here for you. You found the one. Now it's time to make an offer. So we'll go over the offer. We're going to run some comparable sales for you when you're ready to make an offer on a property to make sure your parent going to offer a fair market value price. The house may be listed at what a fair market value price is. It may be overpriced. It may be underpriced because they're trying to attract multiple offers. And we'll address that on that particular property when you say, hey, this is the one we want to make an offer. What should we offer? Common contingencies will be your inspection contingency, of course, final loan approval, appraisal, whether or not you have a current home to sell. And once you do get your offer accepted, now we're under contract, and what's next? Finalizing your mortgage, you're going to resubmit all of those documents to the lender one more time once we do have an offer accepted. W-2s, pay stubs, things like that, bank statements. Shop for home insurance, call around to Most people start with the current insurance company they have for their automobiles. That may or may not be the best rate for you. So if you do get some quotes back that sound unreasonable, get in touch with us. We do have several insurance companies that we can recommend. And order and attend your home inspection. So we'll give you a few home inspectors to choose from. And it is always recommended that you go to your home inspection to see what the inspector finds. He can point it out to you right firsthand. You'll be right there. If you cannot make it, that's perfectly fine. You'll get a very, very detailed report with photos after the home inspection is done. And we can go over that with you in person or on the phone as well when that inspection report comes in. Once you've green lighted the inspections, like Harry, everything looks good, we're ready to move forward. Your bank will order the appraisal. And once the appraisal comes back, you know, and your inspection report comes back as well, there may be some things that you're not happy with. You want to negotiate repairs or repair credit. We could work on that with you as well. And scheduling your move, like getting ready to move. Several weeks before you hit the closing table, you should start working on boxing things up, things like that. This is kind of a quick guide of how to make your move easier when the time comes. The closing, we'll schedule the closing. You'll do a final walkthrough of the property just to make sure everything's in the same condition it was when you made the offer. We get to the closing table. Who's going to be there? Your agent will be there, maybe the seller, maybe the seller's agent. A lot of people use different title companies now on each side of the transaction, so you may or may not close with the other party to the transaction. Make sure you bring a photo ID and bring your funds to closing if they wanted you to bring a check. Sometimes they want you to, if you're putting a large down payment, you'll wire your money the day before closing, or if it's just a few $1,000s for closing costs, you can stop at the bank and get a cashier's check. And getting the keys, you might receive the keys if you're getting possession at closing. If there's time after closing, the seller is not ready to move. The time after closing, before you get the keys, we'll make sure we arrange that as well. And just a few of our testimonials to read through. And of course, one of our preferred lenders for the Rising team is Ruoff Mortgage. Great rates, a lot of different loan programs you can see here. Always give them a shot. We recommend you shop around for a mortgage, of course, but we've had the best of luck with Ruoff Mortgage and Dave over there. So give them a call. That is it. Let me know if you have any questions on this, and we'll be happy to talk to you further.